Hello and welcome to Real Estate and the Adventures of Parenthood with Cindy Presgraves. So today I want to talk to you guys about building your presence on social media. A lot of people are afraid of social media. A lot of people say, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and keep my social media private because I don't want nobody to know what I'm doing. I don't want people to know what's going on, so forth. But now let's talk about what type of social media do you have? Do you have Facebook? Do you have Instagram? Do you have Google My Business? Do you have Twitter? Do you have Snapchat? Do you have LinkedIn? Do you have Clapper? Do you have Pinterest? Let me see what else. Am I missing something? Oh, let's talk about Reddit and let's leave it at there because I know it's going to become a little bit overwhelming if I start talking about all of these. Oh, and don't forget one of the important ones, one of the number one uh, or search engines is YouTube. So, do you have like do you have a YouTube account? Be like, why would I even want a YouTube account? Hmm, very, very interesting. So, did you know that people look at different things about anything and everything on YouTube? Now, once you actually start creating and building that presence on YouTube and all social media platforms, then they get to know you a little bit more. Oh, and don't forget TikTok. TikTok has a billion users, subscribers, whatever you want to name it. It has a lot of presence, and a lot of people look for a lot of stuff there, believe it or not. So now let's talk about how many accounts are you actually active in social media? What are you actually sharing? What content? Is that actually related to your business? Is that related to your personal life? And now another question is, are you making videos? How many videos are you making a week? How many videos are you making a day? How much are you sharing with other people? Keep in mind, the whole perspective of professionalism is not about being scripted anymore. It's about being yourself, your authentic self. Because once you get into your authenticity, is that's when people are going to realize that that's where you're going to start building a following, a becoming an influencer. People are going to start looking for you because of the things you do, because of you. And yeah, you know what? You're not $100 bill to be liked by everybody. Believe me, you're not. And one of the reasons I actually wanted to do this is because I remember when I started on like all social media platforms doing a video. I didn't want to do a video, believe it or not. And this is probably over probably a little bit like 6, 7 years ago. I started the whole doing videos and I was a little bit shy and it was like, do I really have to do this? Do I really have to do this? I don't want to do this. People are going to think I'm silly. This is going to be like there forever. What if I make a mistake? All right, people. FYI, this podcast is not scripted at all. So this is like it. You see what you get and it just keeps on going. So this is going to be really, really interesting. Anyways, now building that social media presence. So once I started these videos, I remember I was like really shy and I was really uncomfortable because I'm like, what are people gonna think about? What about? And then I would record it again over and over and over again, and I'm like, oh gosh, do I really want to do this? No. And little by little, I got out of my comfort zone. It wasn't until like probably 2 years ago that I actually started building a strong social media presence, and I would say probably like a year ago. I mean, now I include my kids, I include my family. I love talking to you guys because it's something that I would say, hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and see what there's out there. What are your thoughts? What are your ideas? And sometimes I go to even events, random people that I have no idea who they are, and I make a video. Like if so if I go to like this past weekend, I went skydiving, right? I went skydiving and I met this 18-year-old. Her name was Katrina. I can't remember the other guy's name. He just turned 19 and he was doing skydiving for his birthday. And if you look at my TikTok, you look at my YouTube or my Facebook reels, I didn't load them on Instagram because I try to keep Instagram a little bit more professional than than things sometimes, like instead of like doing skydiving and all that. But I probably might just go ahead and just change the whole dynamic of it. I told them like, hey, how was your experience before and after? It was like, wow, it was exhilarating. And it was capturing that moment. Yes, we have moments that be like, hey, you know what? Um, in our memories, in our mind, we take pictures, but we don't remember that impact, that gesture, that face, that how we felt that moment. And sometimes we forget about those little things. But imagine if you just go ahead and just like, hey, how is your day going? And that actually changes like people's mood, or be like, I don't want to be on the video, but hey, you know what? It's fun, it's interesting, and it's actually a memory that will be there forever. Now, when we talk about let's say for instance presenting information, people really don't like to read, they like to be read to, they like to get their information. This is why a lot of people are on social media. um, let's say for instance they look at a house, do you think they're going to go through the pictures? I don't like looking at the pictures because it's just like, okay, click 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 click. All right, so now if I get presented a video, wow, let me see what is this video about. And this is why you guys are going to go ahead and see the voiceovers behind it. That's when I love describing what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling, how it looks like. Because from pictures, you're not going to get all that whole presence, that whole energy, that whole like how the place feels. But now that I have that in a documented video, then I am going to get more views. People are going to look at it more, and they might just look at it over and over again. Okay, so if I read something, let's say for instance, now let's talk about, in this case, you can actually use videos for any type of business, believe me or not. You can use it for food, construction, anything and everything you do, you can always explain it and make it fun. And this is like the difference between reading pictures and a video. A video, you have more to say and you have more explanation. You have things like, okay, so let's go ahead and see how do you feel, or what am I feeling, or how do, like, I'm gonna go ahead and read this. You feel it, you decide it, you speak it. Okay, if you but now I'm going to say, you're watching me in a video. If you go ahead and read this, you feel it, you decide it, you speak it. But now I'm going to go ahead and put it as you feel it, you decide it, and you speak it. So once you want to do something, you're going to go ahead and do those three things. But now if you read it, then how am I going to actually compare this to whatever I actually see? Because you see my gestures, you feel my energy, and you actually can understand what I'm trying to explain to you. But when you actually have it in a piece of paper or a description, it's a totally different thing. And it's just comparing to what you want to do and how people view you. Because then you'll be like, but um let's say for instance in check out my skydiving video, the 5-minute one, because that's where I'm actually like a little jumping bean, and I was explaining all like, wow, this is awesome. Like I was like super excited and like, okay, then after the experience and all that, I'd be like, woohoo, this is amazing. But now it's like, now how are people seeing you on social media? And when you have a business, yes, now people look at Facebook business pages. But is that really working for you? Think about this. They want to know who is behind all this. Who is selling it? Who am I going to be interacting? Who am I going to be working with? Is that person a really good person that I can actually does knows the market or not? There's so many things, but explaining to it and talking about it, it is way better than reading it or having pictures. Pictures, yes, they say 1,000 words, but now when we actually talk about video is like a million more words, because they will understand, be like, do I really like that person? That person sounds really, really fun to work with. Oh, no, not my cup of tea. Being authentic is very, very important, because They will see if you guys are a click or a best fit. Like having a conversation on the phone. Be like, okay, so what are you actually doing? Are you listening to them? Do you understand what's going on or not, right? Or be like, you know what? This kind of gives me like a little bit of a bad vibe. I'm not gonna meet with them. Versus when you actually interact with them via video, yeah, you know what? Some people are they're gonna like you, and some people are not gonna like you. But in this case, then they're gonna go ahead and see that I want to work this person. And it's going to go ahead and build that approach. Be like, you know what? I just want to definitely talk to this person because I feel like I'm going to go ahead and be able to have a good relationship with this person. I can definitely see myself working with this person. And then they're going to go ahead and see what else do you do. All right. In my case, okay, I know I'm mentioning a lot skydiving. I do skydiving. I'm getting my pilot license. I have two little boys. I travel a lot. I work a lot. I know about cryptocurrency. I'm one of the first agents in the state of Georgia being crypto certified. I do stock trading. I do investments. So now, I mean, I also do social media. I mean, social a little bit of everything. I cook. I'm a pastry chef. So all of those little things, they can Google your name, and then you'll just appear. But at the same time, important things is putting your name as a hashtag. Always put your name as a hashtag because once people Google your name, then all of those things are going to appear. Keep that in mind. And whatever you don't want to have in social media and you don't want people to find out, don't put it on social media. That's another thing. So that's really, really important. Um, Now we got Facebook. So Facebook has Facebook Reels. They have Facebook Stories. And it's also like you can share your stories with Instagram and your reels too. So that actually creates a better presence and more presence. Like the other day, I think this is like 2 days ago. I'm like, guess what? And I had this video of this property under contract, commercial property, and I got over like 5 or 7 thousand views on that video, and I had like probably like 100 people follow me. All of a sudden, I'm like, wow. I'm like, what in the world? But I mean, that's amazing. It's just building a presence because people like that. And putting your face to it also helps you a lot because they know who they're working with, who are they interacting with, and how fun is that person to work with or not. Even if you're boring, don't worry, you can always make it better. So now, um, if we go ahead and share it on Twitter, Twitter is just like 160 characters and all that, but you can share videos too, which is pretty awesome. I try to do that more often, but sometimes I kind of forget. I'm being honest here. Um, but it's actually helped me a lot because there's a lot of hashtags that I use. And always write like all the hashtags, have them in a piece of note in your phone and be like, okay, so you can copy paste. All right, you're a builder, you're a realtor, you're new construction. Think about that and always Google that hashtag because once you Google that hashtag, be like, okay, so what hashtags can I use or not? You know, it's a very, very interesting thing of how to build your presence organically on Pinterest, you can actually put videos. It is not only for let's create a board or let's get ideas. Now it's just like, ooh, wait, 60-second videos. Do it 59.5 because if not, if it's over 60, you have to trim it and you don't want to do that. Clapper's the same way. TikTok has a humongous presence and it's amazing. I love TikTok. Um, you got YouTube Shorts, and YouTube videos. So on YouTube, you can always go ahead and build those shorts, which is under 60 minutes. And on TikTok, you can do up to 10 minutes. I have mine for up to 10 minutes now. But now I forgot about this. Instagram has actually done a minute and a half, which is a minute and a half, which is, you have more time to talk. In my case, I love to go ahead and do this. I like to do like daily reports on how the market's doing. Is it a great time to buy? Is it a great time to sell? What do you need? Like, all right, what are the things that you should consider when buying a house? What are the things that you should look into? Now we're actually changing our dynamic market. Let's go ahead and see how to get what are the things that you should do to sell your house. Now it's not like let's go ahead and put lipstick on the house and that's it and just put it in the market and we're gonna get 25 offers. No, is it and that's like creating that confidence in times of uncertainty. You want people to go ahead and be able to reach out to you because you are the person that they need to hire as a realtor, or the person that is educated enough and knows what's really going on, explaining to them. Like in this case, I have a few listings right now, and I have a lot of clients like, hey, you know what? Like right now, I if you hear that, I am connected to a lot of agents, but right now this agent is telling me, hey, I need you to swing by this property so you can help me out with the comps to tell me what you think about the price. So in this case, yes, I have agents that I actually help them out and they help me out. It's building that confidence as well. It's not only, keep in mind, competition is not a competition. It is most likely helping each other and giving each other a hand. Sometimes you need to be like, oh gosh, what am I doing? And walk away. But in this case, I would say building a social media presence is so, so important. People don't want to hear the scripted part. They don't want to hear, like, oh, you know what? I am going to be reading off a book. Life is too short for limiting beliefs. Stop overthinking, stop over listening, or stop listening to others. Stop doubting yourself. These are things I wrote, by the way. You don't want people to hear that script over and over and over again. They want to be like, let me see what they're how are they feeling? Are they sad? Are they not sad? What's really going on? Like yesterday, if you go on my TikTok, I did posted a video. So funny thing, I went to a car wash. I think it was like last Friday, and I go into the car wash. I got this new car, and I really don't know how to use it that well that much because it has like all these little gadgets and features, and it's pretty cool. So I'm actually at the car wash, and I put it in parking, and he's like, put it in neutral. I'm like, I don't know how to do that. So I'm like waving back up and down, up and down, up and down, and the guy's like, you don't know how to use your car? I'm like, no, I just got it like a few months ago and I really don't use it that much. And he started laughing and like, I was like so embarrassed, like, oh gosh. So one of the things that, hey, you know what, in this case, I was explaining to people you need to learn how to use your car and how to put it in neutral. But it's funny because it doesn't happen to me only. It happens to a lot of people. We just don't talk about it. But there's things that you can relate and connect with other people because of those little things, you see? And that's how they see your authenticity. It's not about always being like, oh, work, 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 but how to make it fun. Connecting with people is so important, completely. Like, hey, last night I was talking to a travel nurse and she's like, well, I'm trying to find a property. I'm like, perfect. I know my brother does. He has a lot of travel nurses that stay with him all the time. And I'm like, look, you know what? What if you go ahead and buy a property? You know, if you're looking for a condo or something, get two or three bedrooms. You have one bedroom, and you have the other side, the other two parties paying for your own apartment. And you know what? Guess what? You can actually build passive income. She's like, what? I didn't think about that. And if you want to go ahead and visit your daughter for 2 or 3 months, then you can go ahead and do that as long as, um, the hospital permits it. So there's like different ideas on how to connect with people. You know what, that's one of the things I'm like, okay, you know what, her daughter's getting divorced. I can relate to that. Her daughter's moving. I can relate to that. Relating and connecting with people is more than anything else. But at the same time, if you have an experience, be like, you know what, I should actually say this. I should actually talk about this. Like my experience, like every time I go to a restaurant or every time I go to somewhere or something happens, I try to relate and connect that and talk about those things. Sometimes there are things that I'm like, oh gosh, I should not talk about that at all. Mm-mm, mm-mm. And you know what, talking about restaurants and businesses. Once you go into a business, support your local businesses. Ask the owner, ask the manager, hey, can we talk about this? How was your experience here? Or what was my experience here? Would I come here again or not? Like the skydiving Monroe. I went there and I loved it. I was connected with a few instructors. I talked about the instructor that I flew with or skydive with. And you know what? It was pretty awesome. And people loved it. I had a lot of people sending me messages about like, hey, you know what? So was it scary? How was it? I'm like, okay, so this is, and I did a before and after, but it's also all interacting with other people because people want to know your experience. They want to know your authenticity. They want to know how real you are. It's not like the whole social media presence has changed professionalism completely. How to build your business, how to put yourself out there, who you are and what you are. It's not about black and white anymore in regards to social media. Now we are like, you know what, that's a great idea. I should actually talk about that. Let's go ahead and talk about a video about this. Or, you know, the more real you are, if you sneeze on the video, if you cough on a video, if your hair goes wild, you know, be you. Be you. Believe in yourself because that's what people are gonna buy. That's what's gonna attract you to other people. That is so important. So I'm just gonna leave it there. If you guys have any questions on in regards to social media so forth, please let me know. Just comment below and share this. I hope you guys have a beautiful, amazing day.